YouTube. There's two things I love in life. The Traxxas E-Revo brushless and a 1969 Charger, also known as a badass muscle car. So why not combine them? Right? Right. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there's probably like a million things I can point out that I upgraded, but I'll just start with the basics. Proline tires, road rages. I hate Traxxas Talons, they don't work. They're cheap rubber and they fall apart very quickly. These Traxxas anodized blue wheel adapters and nuts, man, I hate those, so I went ahead and de-anodized them and put them back to the original color, which is just a regular brushed metal. That's a 69 Charger body. I painted that myself. That was a pain in the ass, but it worked out pretty good. I put on the OFNA high downforce wing. Got rid of the Traxxas stock wing. You can see here I also included, well actually I'll show you that when I take the body off, but because you couldn't really tell yet. But that's the other side of it. Trashed that body pretty much. Alright, on to the good stuff. So, as you can see, there's pretty much nothing stock left about my E-Revo. I know I've seen a couple on YouTube and guys have put their E-Revos on there and it's pretty much bone stock and they're expecting like praises and hallelujahs or something for a regular E-Revo, and I figured that I kind of be different and actually post one that has something unique about it. The first thing I point out is the aluminum battery doors, which are pretty badass. I actually had to have it cut at the end there to fit the wires for my 6-cell batteries, but they did a pretty good job cutting that. Came out really nicely. Obviously I have a aftermarket aluminum wing mount, which is pretty cool, to go with the rear body post and mount. The aluminum rockers, which are adjustable for long travel all the way to like P1. I did put on the aluminum caps and dressing for the shocks as well. It does have RPM dyed red A-arms. They were white and I dyed them red. I thought that looked good with the aluminum turnbuckles and push rods. So pretty cool. Let's see, I did find an aluminum servo case, which is really awesome because you don't see too many of them with that on there. And I got some carbon fiber tape and Velcro to help just have extra security for the battery doors, which is pretty cool if you can tell there. I also wrapped my servos in carbon fiber tape. Came out really nicely. You can't even tell it's tape actually. Of course I got the sway bar kit on there. That's definitely needed. And in the front I also have the aluminum shock mounts, actually for the front and rear. They're both on there. Rockers on the front aluminum body post mount, and of course I have an aluminum front bumper and rear bumper. And if you can look closely, there's a tie rod end on there too, which is red instead of the stock Traxxas blue. So I got red in the front to match the colors of the car, and in the back I got aluminum. Let's see. Underneath I went ahead and put the aluminum skid plates on the back there. The one in the middle is actually painted. I had it sanded and primered and painted really nicely to match the rest of the car. And then of course the aluminum front skid plates. Another unique thing that a lot of guys don't have is the aluminum servo covers. the steering servo covers, or I should say steering linkage. Those are really awesome. They were hard to find, and I was really happy to get them when I got them. I do have also the Golden Horizons aluminum knuckles on all the wheels, which is a really good upgrade as well. That's pretty much it when it comes to like aftermarket parts and stuff. It used to be just a regular E-Revo, and I was gonna change out the motor mount, but the dual motor mount is a little bit tougher. It won't have as much flex on the motor when it goes. So obviously, the less flex, the better stability and less broken parts. So I decided to keep it on there. It is, of course, running the Mamba Monster 2200 kV, and yeah, that's pretty much it, man. It took a lot of money, believe it or not, all these aluminum parts, but I didn't want to put aluminum A-arms because those pretty much they bend and they break quite often. A lot of guys who really don't know poop about the RC game will put those crappy aluminum A-arms on there, and then 2 months later they realize that they're broken or cracked. It's stupid. It might look kind of cool, but it's a waste of money. If you're going to do any aluminum parts, do stuff that is guaranteed not to break, like body post mounts or front bumpers or rear bumpers. Leave those A-arms alone, the aluminum ones. That's just a waste of money. So that's pretty much from the rear view. It's pretty badass. I'm really proud of this car. And that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, it took me about 2 months to build it, and I was quite pleased with the outcome. So if you guys can find a nicer one that you think is more badass than mine, please do let me know. I want to see it. Because I'll just say I highly doubt I like it better than my own, but to everyone who does have an E-Revo, all hail to you. Good choice. I think it's the best RC car out there. It's definitely the fastest. And I should probably mention that I'm running two 4,000 milliamp 40 through 50 charge rate 3-cell LiPo, so 6-cell total. And this thing is hella fast. Very, very, very quick. And I also added the steel middle and front CVDs for it, as well as the steel ones all around for the drive shafts. That's a good upgrade. And I put a heavy duty slipper clutch with the aluminum shoes to handle the power, because I burnt out about 4 clutches, believe it or not, because it's hard to adjust the slipper clutch screw. You guys probably know this, but if you have it too tight or too loose, you'll just cook it. So I got a heavy duty slipper clutch, and I also put a steel spur gear on there, and it's doing good. I haven't burnt out any differentials yet. Haven't had any issues since I did those upgrades. So that's my E-Revo. Hope you guys liked the video, and be sure to comment, and I want to see what you got. I guess you can call it kind of a YouTube Traxxas challenge if you want. Later, guys.